Hello, welcome to this educational content. We are going to talk about technical analysis for stock. So if you don't know what technical analysis is, so stay behind. After this, we're going to tell you every of the possible technical analytical way to invest and trade the stock market. That's number one. Then you will now choose the part that resonates with you, but let's lay the foundation. So the first thing first, what are you seeing on the screen here? This is a chart. So we are going to explain everything and how do you read this chart technically. How do you read the chart technically? So let's go. The first thing you have to know is whenever you want to invest in a stock or you want to trade, for those who are complete new beginners, newbie, trading is short term while investing is long term, with this, it will not depend on the diggings and the kind of analysis you will do. So majorly when it comes to trading and investing, there is three types of analysis you can always do. You do what you call fundamental analysis, you do what you call sentimental analysis, and you do what you call technical analysis. So the most popular of them, or you see all over YouTube, is technical because it's something anybody can do. But once it comes to fundamental, you need a little bit of reading, knowing the fundamentals of that asset class you are talking about. So fundamental analysis varies from asset class to asset class, but let's not go that far. Then sentiment, which you use to gauge the current market view regarding an asset class or whatever, depending on, so it all varies. So let's look at technical analysis. So once it comes to technical analysis, it is based off on price charts. It is based off price charts. And what you are seeing here is called the candlestick. This is the candlestick. The color, you can tweak it to whatever you want to do. This interface is called a charting platform. We have a video on YouTube here that talks about this charting platform, which is called TradingView. So check it, or it will be pinned up here. You see TradingView, how to even get here first. So now you want to trade stock, you have the right way to actually do it is you need to do what we call fundamental analysis first before coming to the chart. You do fundamental, after you have done your fundamental, see that it is a sound company. Then the next thing you need, this is for investing, then the next thing you need to do is to do, depending on your style, this is where you now go deep. Under your fundamental, you can do some valuations, to determine the intrinsic value of that stock. That's dividend. This is our own style. That's value investing. Once you have determined that price, you now come to the chart to see what the price is and now start looking for values. But let's not just go that far. So this is the price chart. Once you come to the price chart, there is only two ways technically in which you can read this chart. You can read this chart using what you call indicator, or you can read this chart using what you call price action. So for any technical chart out there in any market, be stock, currency, there is only two ways to read it or to trade it. You can use what you call indicators, or you can use what you call price action. So when you are talking of indicators, you are talking of some tools like the moving average, the MACD, the rest of them. People use it. There is no best one. The best one is the one that resonates with you and works for you. So it's left for you to know how these tools works, and you find a way around it. So don't allow anybody, if it is in Nigeria Palace, they say don't allow anybody to strategy shame you, then your own doesn't work. Whatever produces results, it won't work. There is no one best way to trade or invest in the market. So both has advantage and disadvantage, or you use price action. So when you're talking of indicator, one of the most popular indicator that people use is the moving average. So what they do, there is rules and there is settings. For example, one of the most popular settings of the moving average, this chart you are seeing now is the chart of S&P 500, which is an index of the most 500 capitalized company in the US. If you come to Nigeria, we have the ASI, that's All Share Index. Then you can dive into the individual stocks and so many of them. So now, I hope you are getting the lessons one by one. So now we want to read this chart using an indicator, and one of the most popular, after this you can look for other indicators, there are so many out there, is moving average. And one of the most popular moving average in the investing world is what we call a moving average in the daily time frame. This is a daily time frame. So each of these candles represents a daily time, 1 day, 1 day close, 1 day close. So if you want to read this chart now using a moving average, the most popular one is the 200 moving average. That 200 means for 200 days, the average of what price has done. It is one of the ways to weigh a long-term trend. And what are you trying to look for? You're trying to see if price is in an uptrend or downtrend. Let me turn it on so that you see. This is a 200 moving average. What can you see? This is the color of the moving average. The price is, so in the interpretation of this, whenever price is above the 200 moving average, in investing is being assumed. For those who want to use indicator to read the trend of the market, it's being assumed that the market is in an uptrend. Whenever price is above the moving average, and whenever price is below the moving average, it means price is in a downtrend. So let's go down and you will see. There are times price was actually below this 200 moving average. You can see it here, and you can see the date. You can see somewhere in October 2023, price came down. And if you read the data at a time, you find out what happened while price came below here. You can also see there are times price stays so below. This is 2022 October. This is when the Federal Reserve started raising interest rates. You can just do some findings. You can see this is also 2022. If you go down very well, you see this is 2020 COVID period. Price was below the moving average. So this is one of the ways to use the moving average. And another rule for using this moving average is this. The rule is the more far the price is from the moving average, it shows the strength of the trend. So you have other two. So let's not just talk only about one indicator. You have other one. That's what you call the moving average cross. This is where a short-term moving average crosses a long-term. Just go and read. We don't want to make the video so lengthy. So you have known that one of the first way to read the chart is using an indicator. Now, what if you say you don't want to use an indicator, which depending on what resonates with you? So another way to read the market is price action. You remove your indicator and you are looking at the naked chart. Now, interpret this market. What is it doing? You use some price action concept. Once it's come to price action concept, we have concepts like chart pattern. We have what you call market structure. You can be noting it down. Chart pattern, market structure. Once you're talking about market structure, you're talking about what is the price doing, merely looking at it. That's when you start talking of the higher highs and the higher lows. When you look from the left, what is price doing? Price is going up, making a higher high. This was the previous high. When this high is broken, it becomes a higher high. This was the previous low. When this low, price didn't come below this, it becomes a lower low. This is a characteristic of an uptrend using a market structure concept. Higher high, higher low. Then in a downtrend, it's called lower low, lower highs. So you can pause the video and listen to it again. This is one of the ways. The second way is using key levels. You can read this chart based on key levels. And when you're talking about key levels, this is where you start talking of your support, which is, I think, is very popular in the trading world. You hear people say, this is the support, that this is resistance, where they think price cannot get beyond. You start hearing of support and resistance. So, where a level where price has touched over time, and you can make trading decisions from that level. So, this is another way to read. Then another way you can read is also, and you cannot read price action without reading the candle. And one of the most popular candles is called the Japanese candlestick, which you are seeing here. We have other candles, but the best, one of the best, let me not say the best, one of the best and the most popular is the Japanese candle. So how to portray price action is this: you combine levels with the candle. So you don't just take decision based when the candle is in a random place. No, you take the decision if you want to use price action when the candle is touching up or bouncing up from key levels like we have mentioned, or when the candle is forming a structure of higher high, higher lows. The same thing applicable when you are using those indicators. Combined with the candle also, you take action when the candle is close to those indicators. You can now make your decision. So this is just the brief introduction of how to read the market chart. You can also use some of the levels like because support and resistance. You can use level like demand and supply levels, which is a bit which doesn't talk about a specific level like support and resistance. Demand and supply is more wider. It covers an area. That's why when somebody is drawing demand and supply, you can see that this is a demand zone now. So it talks demand and supply is more of a zone. Instead of waiting for price to bounce off a particular tiny level, you talk about the zones. Price can just tap in here and you take your decision. So this is example of how to read a count. So if you want more video on each of these concepts one by one and how you can align it together and make a good investment decision in the stock market, feel free to comment it down below and the team will be ever ready to make such video for you. Thank you. Then one other thing before we go is, remember that we will do weekly stock market updates on YouTube here. We have a free Telegram community where you can join whenever we drop stock picks that you can buy. US and Nigerian stock will be free. There's a video we made how we made over 50% investing in GTCO, which is a Nigerian stock. So had you been we are watching at a time, you could have been able, had you been we are watching our weekly stock market update, you could have been able to know when we made that call, because there is a segment inside that our weekly stock market update where we do stock picks, the best stocks to buy in the market at a time, depending on what the opportunity is at a time, when we have done the proper fundamental analysis and now look for entries using technical analysis. And also remember that we also have in our firm also, we do copy trading in the currency market. So in case you are finding it difficult to trade the forex market, you can form your brokerage account, use the link that will join our Telegram group and contact the team where you can link your account to ours, so that automatically whenever our forex trading desk takes a trade, your account will copy the trade automatically. It's a plug and play system. Catch you inside our group. Use the link down below, subscribe to the channel, and peace out.